Okay, but that's not how it works. I'm saying it works totally
I
differently.
just don't like it.
I don't think you have a reason to not like it.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Unrenowned podcast, where we talk about the siege, what we like about the siege.
What we don't like about the siege.
I'm Ryan,
I'm Chris.
and today we're going to break down new patch notes, what the TTS is like, listener questions, Reddit posts,
And most
censorship,
importantly, censorship.
all the things. We will bring down communist governments in this podcast. Let's get into the censorship thing. So they reversed the aesthetic changes. They came out in a very tail between their legs kind of post saying, we heard the community and we reversed the changes. We're going to do separate builds and all this garbage.
Yeah. So this has been seen as a victory by the community, and unfortunately it's not. We screwed ourselves over is what we really did. So along with that announcement about them reversing the aesthetic changes, everybody being so excited that we're not bowing down to a communist government anymore, and Jinping, what's his name? Jinping? That's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They also announced that now seasons may possibly be delayed because they're working on stuff that they didn't have to do before.
Yeah. Also, that they are rushing their pipeline, and so they're hoping there's not bugs, but their testing pipeline has been curtailed, basically. And so like, yay, we won, Reddit. This is our prize, a broken game or a broken season.
Yeah, it sucks.
Congratulations, we did it. Okay, great. I'm glad that we don't have to have the censorship, but again, it wasn't a big deal. Okay, they removed some blood splatter and some slot
literally
machines.
just some images on maps, like nothing else.
Yeah,
just
we've been over this several times. It's dumb, but like, this is stupid. That like, if they were going to reverse it, they should have done that within a day or two. But
right.
Waiting this long and letting it fester and then choosing to reverse it, now it's like, well, you have just set this dangerous precedent of whenever there is a fuss and a bunch of crybabies on the subreddit, then we will bend to that.
Yeah.
And in some cases, there are the Battlefront 2s of the world, which are like garbage, the way that they're taking advantage of gamers and ruining a game with microtransactions. And I mean, truly ruining. Like, there are microtransactions in other games that are annoying and like whatever, but you can ignore that and have the same experience. But when the microtransactions are related to like actually in-game significant boosts and stuff like that, then that's broken and shouldn't be supported, and there should be outcry. And that's something that, like, yeah, let's all gather around this issue and make a big outcry, make a big stink about it, and get them to stop it. We shouldn't have applied that same level of furor to this stupid censorship thing. It's like, it wasn't important. It wasn't a big deal. Be upset about it if you want, but this whole like petitions to change it and like boycott, like, this is just garbage.
So I'm looking at Steam's reviews from like the aesthetic changes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it's hard to tell what's affecting it, because they announced this change back from censorship at the same time as announcing new season.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen in the past, when new seasons are announced, the reviews increase to being positive, like by a big majority. So when they had the censorship change, there was like 630 negative on one day, 600 the next, basically 600 each day for 4 days. And then it was just basically went to normal, and they went to positive reviews again. And then after that announcement and the patch notes announcement and the reveal, there's 2,000 positive on one day. The next day was 6,000 positive. Next day was 3,000 positive. Next day was 2,000 positive.
Wow.
That's a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I would think it's mostly related to the censorship.
Yeah.
But also, wasn't there a free weekend right around that same time?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, that could be a big part of it, because it was free weekend.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things coming together to do that. But, I mean, good. I'm kind of just like, whatever. Like, it's cool that they reversed it. I wish that it wouldn't have been because of this response, because now it's like every single time that something happens that the subreddit doesn't agree with, we're going to see this again, and it's just going to be so
You know what? It's actually, I think it has to do with the free weekend, because last year there's the exact same thing.
Well, there you go.
24,000 positive reviews.
Turns out when people
the
play
same
Siege,
month.
they like it.
Siege is so good.
It is a very, very good game.
Oh my
and okay, that's the last thing I'm going to say on it. It is a very, 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 very good game with some issues that we talked about before and that other people talk about all the time. And if we're going to make a big stink, let's make a big stink about real issues that matter, not about censorship. Let's make it like, let's be upset about Lion, right? Or like, I mean, what are some of the other things that we just are always complaining about? I almost want to say hit reg, but I don't think that's as bad as people make it out to be. The client side debris.
Oh, that's
like,
really bad.
Let's make a big deal about that. That's the
really
thing
bad.
that sucks. Like the menus in PC, like how bad it is to like get through like operator loadouts and stuff. I mean, that's not probably something to like get outraged about, but
yeah, that is annoying too.
there are problems that are better than this. Okay, moving on. I'm done with this. I don't ever want to bring this up again. We have new patch notes. New patch notes. This is so exciting.
Patch notes.
Okay, so actually, I'm really dumb because one of the first things in the patch notes is new shop navigation and full screen view. So they already fixed this issue that I just brought up. But basically,
I mean, kind of. It's still not like perfect, but it's better.
I guess I haven't actually looked at it in the TTS. Did you?
I like messed around with it. It's not like the operator like view screen when you're attaching stuff. It's just like
the shop.
Yeah.
Okay, but the shop was bad too. So, but I'm happy to see them doing UI adjustments for that kind of stuff because it's like since day one that's just been like so cumbersome to work through.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then operator balancing, take us into that.
Okay, so they changed quite a few operators, and some of the changes are actually pretty good. So starting with mute, they gave him the SMG 11, and they're increasing the SMG 11 damage. So that's actually interesting change. The problem, so the SMG 11, it's good that they're increasing the damage because I feel like it was too weak. But the biggest problem with it is it just has too much kick. It's too hard to control.
Yeah.
Like more than like 2 feet away from you, that gun is, if you don't get that first headshot,
right,
that gun is way too hard to control.
Right. Yeah. Like
especially compared to like Dokubi's or Vigil's.
Dokubi's is actually pretty bad too.
I don't think it's as bad as the
Really?
SMG 11 though.
I guess I haven't. Well, she has 2, so I don't know which one we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about either.
She has like the C75. That's
no, the other one.
And then okay, I don't know what the other one's called. I don't know. I think it's actually pretty hard to control too. But I mean, this is cool. Give Mute a more viable secondary, I guess.
Yeah.
But were you saying you would just go back to the pistol?
Yeah, like because I used it recently, because I use it all the time on Sledge and on Smoke, and I just like too many times I pull it out and it's just been nuts to try to control, and it's like I wish I just had a pistol instead.
It's truly a secondary, right? Like which is good.
It is secondary, but I just wish I had the pistol.
Yeah, because the pistol you can
I can control it more. I can stop. I don't lose all my rounds in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's much better over distance.
Yeah.
And the SMG 11 is great if somebody rounds a corner on you, like you can just tear them up. But,
yeah, really good.
But I mean, that's cool. Good for Mute. And he still has his pistol, right? You can choose between the two.
Yeah.
Too bad. I wish they would have given this to Thatcher. I don't understand why Thatcher doesn't get it now.
Yeah, well,
if everybody else
Thatcher got a buff when Kaid became part of the game.
Sort of. Yeah.
I think a lot.
Yeah, I guess so.
People are gonna pick Kaid.
But come on, Thatcher. I just want my mains to be good.
Poor guy.
I don't care about anybody else. Clash's electric damage is increased from 3 to 5 damage per tick. So they've increased the it's so hard to talk about like cooldowns and increase and decrease. Like it's so hard to like get the
right what word you're trying to use. So they changed how long someone is slowed for, how long it recharges. So the cooldown, they increased the cooldown amount.
The cooldown's increased.
And then they decreased.
But she has the same amount of charge to get to the cooldown.
Correct.
Okay, so they won't slow down as much, but you'll be taking more damage.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to slow down as much as they were after that last patch.
Yeah.
But
I think, I mean, between the nerfs they gave her and like her already low pick rate and then Nomad coming into the game, I think Clash is, like, nobody's going to play Clash. Actually, I haven't seen Clash in a long time.
I do like playing Clash. The problem, like, especially now with Nomad, like, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, it's no good.
Yeah,
no
well,
good.
Especially for those first few weeks that Nomad's going to be in every single game.
She might be an addition just to, like, the main operator being played almost all the time with just, like, a trap like that. And we'll talk more about Nomad and what's good and wrong with her, but Clash having that as, and I mean, this is good, right? To have a 5 damage tick now. Like now she's actually kind of a little more dangerous.
Yeah.
Whereas like before, like you maybe take 9 damage as you sprinted up to her and like attacked her. Now you'll take 15.
I mean, that's a good amount of damage.
Yeah. That's not bad. And especially like the thing is Clash was never supposed to be alone in the first place. So they're not going to make a change that's going to make Clash viable to be alone as an operator. Like her whole point is just to slow them down and scare them off enough.
Yeah, I guess like what's weird about it is her pick rate is low even with well-organized teams, like in Pro League and in like high ranks. Her pick rate is low.
And I think she excels in like certain. I mean, as does most operators, they excel in certain maps and certain positions.
Yeah,
or locations. Like I think Oregon basement is really good for her. She can hold that tunnel for like a hot minute, slow him down for a little while in that tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, if you can burn some time, that's super valuable.
Which I mean, and then again, like we get the whole casual and ranked thing. Like in casual, she's not nearly as viable an option because part of her whole thing is just slowing them down, right? Burning time. Whereas in ranked, like you burn a minute and a half, it's like, okay, they only have a minute and a half left. We can hold.
Right.
Casual, like they still have like almost a whole ranked
casual round. So bad.
It's so. I was really hoping for these patch notes that it doesn't mention any changes to the casual playlist.
Yeah,
I was really hoping for something.
Yeah, especially after they did the house thing with the 3:30 timer.
Yeah,
like even just taking 30 seconds off would, I think, go a long way.
Yep.
I mean, I guess good for Clash, but I don't think it's going to change anything.
No, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I'd love to see.
What would you do for Clash?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the thing is you can't make it where operators can't kill her. Like if she's alone.
What if she could spot people like a drone?
That'd be interesting.
Would that make a difference?
Yeah, spot. I mean, she can ping though. Like
yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much the same. But then you could spot multiple people.
Yeah, I guess so. You can ping them. I don't really think that'd change much. I think like if she could, because right now she can. Does she slow down anybody that's coming up to her, or is it just the one person, just at one at a time?
I think she can only hit one. I don't really know.
See, I played her like a little bit when she first came out, but it's been a while.
I've really only played like I think less than an hour of Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find it right now. I got some answer about Wi-Fi. Clash of Clans, Golf Clash. This is not helpful. This is a very useless search.
You know what's funny? Is like at first Clash was like people were talking about how OP she was.
Oh yeah.
People were freaking out about her. Like, how are you supposed to counter her? She's so OP. Clash needs to be nerfed. She's not even good.
Which I mean brings me back to what I say so many times, like you cannot have knee-jerk reactions to balancing.
Right.
Like it takes too long for people to adjust their strategies. You know, and like people are going to experiment and they're going to find things that you didn't realize are like really, really good counters to things that you thought had no counter. So I don't know if she can shock multiple people or not, but what you're saying is if she should be able to shock multiple people.
Yeah. Slow down more than one person. Because she can't kill them, right? But she can do her role, which is slow them down.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem right now, I don't feel like I've seen it as Clash as much being affected, but like shields are just bad right now. Like people are getting shot through their shield all the time.
Oh, they're very bad. I saw somebody posted a video the other day of like they were running the game on 2 computers. I don't know if they were in an online match or a local match, but they were running on 2 computers, and on one they had Blitz and on the other one they had a defender, and they showed like the difference. And like again, Blitz is like looking the other direction or like looking right at them, but then on the other guy's screen he's facing the other direction.
Yeah.
So it's like that's just so broken. And if it can be reproducible enough to have multiple people putting up videos of it,
pretty bad.
It seems like it's a big problem.
I just wish like Blitz when I play him or like Fuse's shield, like they stick out too much. Like their shield's not even big. Like,
yeah,
I'm always getting shot in like the arm or the elbow, and you die pretty fast, right?
Yeah, like I think if you're crouched behind your shield, you should be pretty well covered. I feel like. Maybe just like your one arm is sticking out with the pistol, right? But like it shouldn't be like your whole elbow sticking out. It should just be like your arm pointing forward. Because the whole point is that they're going to be like, they're going to have their elbow in, you know, like
they're behind their shield. Like,
yeah, like so. Okay, So I used to be really into paintball, like competitive paintball. Not that I was a competitive paintballer, but I was into it. And like, so like, okay, if you played paintball, there's two kinds of paintball. There's woods ball, which is like what you think about, like going out to the woods with your friends and playing paintball. And then there's like competitive paintball, which is like on like a small field. It's got like air bunkers up and stuff. And so like it's all about like positioning of your players in the right bunkers and like trying to like move up on the other team like really quick and like surprising them and stuff. But anyway, like when you're like in your bunker and you're peeking, like you have to like turn your elbow into your body like that you're holding your gun with. Does this like I'm showing you and like, but like I don't know if I'm explaining well enough. So like you're like leaning out to your right, and your right elbow, instead of like holding it like a rifle like you would if you're shooting or something where your elbow's kind of out like supporting, you actually like tilt it into your torso. So it's like really awkward and your wrist is bent funny, but like there's like no exposure. Like the only thing sticking out is like a tiny bit of your mask and your gun.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the shields would be doing the same thing, right? Like they would have their elbow tweaked in, even though it's awkward because you don't want to get shot.
Yeah, right. They're going against real bullets.
Right. Like I feel like that would be a thing. But
yeah.
So wait, does this happen with Clash? Because I don't think I've ever seen this with Clash.
I haven't had the problem with Clash as much, and then again, I haven't played Clash as much as I have other people. I remember when I used to play Montaigne all the time, and I'd get knifed through my shield.
Oh,
yeah, it was
so annoying,
so bad.
Yeah, somehow Clash feels much more solid as a shield.
Yeah, I'm not sure why what the difference is.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, she needs some love. I don't think this is gonna do it for her.
We'll see. I wish we could see like a daily pick rate. Like that'd be cool to see like a daily pick rates thing.
Or like weekly.
Yeah. Anything.
Like daily's probably will be useless, but
I just like to like go on every day and see like what the pick rates are for the season. Yeah, like it just updates.
Oh yeah. But like a season long but updated daily, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they list Smoke here.
Which I mean they have, right? They have
they 100% have information. They're looking at it.
It'd just be cool if
they're not showing it to us. Which is probably good. Sometimes too much data for like the users is not good.
Yeah.
Smoke, they listed the SMG11 damage buff as a buff for him, which makes sense. What's interesting is what they said about it. They said Smoke has incredible utility if used properly, but still a bit weak. Mute will also benefit from this change. It's interesting that they're looking at Smoke as a little weak, even though they're saying like he's incredibly awesome.
Yeah.
Same sentence.
Like his utility is good. It's just like I feel like it's so situational sometimes.
Yeah, I think part of his problem is that like the smoke doesn't obscure as much as you feel like it does.
Yeah.
So you get shot through it more than you feel like you should. But I mean, he's good. Like going up against good smoke players is very annoying. You know?
No, it's true.
It's really annoying against a good smoke player. So I think he's fine. And his guns are okay. Okay, so Legion got caught. He's been low-key OP for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Slight decrease to T5 SMG. Damage decrease. They didn't write that, but that's what it is. Legion's currently in a pretty good place, but is just a bit too strong. We're reducing his damage to bring him more in line with where we would like to see him. So it's interesting that they say he's in a pretty good place because he was way up there on the win rate compared to everybody else on defense. So
I don't think like the gun's powerful, but it's just, I feel like it's the stability that makes it so good.
Yeah, like if they really wanted to nerf him, it should have been a recoil nerf.
Which I'm totally fine with because I've been playing Legion a lot recently. I love him.
He's so good.
He's so freaking good.
He's so good. Like I don't really see this affecting his pick or win rate at all. Which good. Like I think Legion is awesome. And like I guess what I like about Legion is like even though he's super super good, he's not frustrating. Right? When you're playing against him, it doesn't frustrate you because you always feel like I should have known there'd be a goo there or like whatever. Like and you feel like you can win gunfights against him if you're if you shoot him right. It's just like he's not the guy that's picked every single round that's like getting so annoying because you're always getting wrecked by a Legion.
Yeah, right. I think he's really good.
I think he's great.
Operator. Zofia was nerfed. They reduced the number of concussion grenades from 3 to 2. So that will give Clash a little bit more of a buff, but Zofia hasn't really picked that much either.
Yeah. I think it's good because there are too many stun effects in this game right now. between
Yeah.
Echo, Zofia, Ella, all the flashbangs, what's her face, Ying. It's like, okay, like I'm tired of not being able to see.
And then having Dokkaebi at the same time just makes it annoying.
Yeah, what was that like super toxic thing that was happening the other night? Like my phone was ringing, and like I think I had gotten hit by like a Zofia concussion blast, and there was a Twitch drone shooting me, and I was like, "This is so toxic! Somebody stop this!"
It was very nice.
Like,
They just
I can't do
we
anything.
were playing Oregon. We were in the basement, and they just pushed from the north side like super fast, just like from that tunnel
Yeah,
and those other stairs, not the main stairs, but watchtower stairs. They were just like there within like 15 seconds. They were pushing it really hard, and they had our phones ringing, and there was like concussions going off, and we were all just like, "Oh my god!" Like we were not ready for it at all.
won.
We ended up winning, yeah.
We won.
I don't know
'Cause
how it worked out.
Turns out Maestro's LMG is a pretty good deterrent.
Yeah. Worked out pretty well,
but no, that hard rush from that back side of Oregon basement, that's
nuts.
solid. Because like people are always expecting you to come those front stairs and breach that hatch. 'Cause
Right.
that's what everybody always does. Like if you just like hard rush that, especially like with the Dokkaebi ringing your phones and stuff like that, it's just like it's pretty solid.
yeah, you can get them.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
should have had a lion.
Especially like if you know, because they could have seen from their drones from the start, like they're not protecting the back at all.
Right.
'Cause a lot of times
Well,
there
and
might be one
also,
guy
like,
just watching that tunnel.
We had a castle player who put up like castle barricades on like the hallway door and
Yeah.
the door that goes into the objective there.
That's what happened. So I was Legion. I was upstairs. I was like reinforcing one of the trap doors upstairs, and I was putting a goo on one of the stairs, and I went to come back down from those back stairs, and I was castled out like while they're running in the tunnel. I was like, "Oh,
Stuck
help!
outside.
Somebody help!"
It was so funny. And I was like, no, come here, I'll open this door for you. And they opened the door and they're like running through the hall. Like, luckily I was Maestro, so I just blasted their faces.
It
But
ended up working out.
oh man, it was funny. You just locked out with their whole team coming behind.
I should have stayed upstairs in the first place anyway. Like I don't really remember. Oh, I think I was going down actually to throw a goo at the tunnel. Like that's why I was going down to get that, because you get a goo
There were
at 2
already
minutes
people in there.
44 seconds, and so I was gonna throw it in the tunnel, and they were already there.
It's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's some game balance stuff. Throwable gadget trajectory change. So they've changed the throw curve so you can throw gadgets like way farther than you used to be able to.
Yeah,
This applies for all gadgets besides nitro cells. So grenades, stuns, EMPs, Valk cams, smoke canisters. So they all operate on the same trajectory now. And it's like way stronger.
So it's interesting because I misunderstood the first time. I just thought it was gonna like each one had its own throw curve that has been changed, but it's like everything now has the same throw curve, which is fine in a way, but at the same time, it's like when I first had it, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be more comfortable, like it's gonna have like a nicer arc, it's gonna make more sense or something, but it's just like they just throw miles now.
Yeah, they go way far.
Like I can throw smoke's canister like super far.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I think things have like more weight than other things do, maybe.
Well, it sounds like there's just two. They sound like there's regular throw and heavy throw. And heavy throw is like a nitro. I don't know what else would be a heavy throw.
Because I feel like I can't throw smoke's gas as far as I can throw one of Valkyrie's black eyes, but maybe I can if I were to throw it outside.
I think it's supposed to be the same.
Yeah, I think it is the same.
All
Anyway.
throwables now use this new curve except for the nitro cell. So
Yeah.
they're all the same.
It's just like we've seen screenshots of Valkyrie's black eyes, and they're just like way far, like super high on the map, and just like you're never gonna find them.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of cool for these people with throwables. So here, let me list them all. Kaid's Artillas, Alibi's Prismas, Ella's Grismots, Ying's Candelas, Legion's Goos, Valkyrie's Black Eyes, Thatcher's EMPs, Smoke's Remote Gas Grenades, and then Stuns, Frags, and Smoke Grenades.
Going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice, I think. Have they standardized these before where they were all the same? I know originally
Not that
they
I
were not all
recall.
the same, but I think, have they been standardized since?
It's gonna be weird to like get used to the arc now and stuff, because like I got used to the other one before.
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
remember at first I feel like frags were actually way worse. Like it was a weird throw.
Yeah, and
I remember like trying to throw them.
things
I was
were
like,
like,
freak.
were Smoke's things like nitros before? I think they were.
I don't remember.
I mean, they used to be like really heavy. But
Yeah,
I think at one point they standardized all of them so they were the same, and so now it's just a different. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But it's gonna be weird to get used to like the new trajectory of it all. Like frags, I'm gonna be throwing frags real funny now. Gonna have to get used to it.
Yeah. Okay. Player comfort area of effect feature. So this is the thing with Kaid and Nomad, where it shows a little like white arc of like the area of effect of their gadget when they shoot it or throw it. They like announced that as like a change. They said they don't currently have plans to add this feature to past operators' gadgets. Do you think they should?
I mean, I don't know like what gadgets it would.
So it would be like
Legion's mines. So that'd be nice to know what that affects.
Goo mines, that'd be super nice.
Because I feel like sometimes I put one like now that I put goo mines down, I put them in doorways, like literally, so it has to go off because they have to walk through this door.
Mm-hmm.
But like putting them in a room, like sometimes they just like walk through this maze of goo mines without even knowing. Like they just somehow get through them on. Like what the like how did that happen?
Yeah, like it's a much smaller area of effect than you think it should be.
Yeah.
Which makes me think like I should be more careful when walking through doorways and stuff. Like always go to the edge of the doorway or something. Try to avoid the center of it.
Yeah.
Ella's Grismots.
That'd be another one that would be good to know.
I mean, those ones seem like it seems like it's pretty easy to get people. Like I don't know exactly what the range is.
With her is like not.
Yeah, but like I just put it on the doorway somewhere and like I always get them. So.
Mute Jammers already has an area of effect ring. Yeah,
it does. And that one's different because it's like it's while you're placing it that you're seeing it.
Right.
Versus and like I guess like Jaeger's things would be nice to see too.
Yeah, like a bubble.
It'd be nice to see how far the ADS really reaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they all just need to be like while you're placing it, you just need to know what it's gonna affect. I think it'd be nice to be on some of the other operators. It'd be a good addition to them.
Updates to the ranked map pool. It's staying exactly the same, except they are adding Fortress. I really wish Theme Park would have been taken out.
Yeah, it sucks. So when they first released these patch notes, there are a few errors in it. One of them was that Theme Park was out of the ranked playlist, and people were like, "Oh wait, Theme Park's out." And people were like, "Wait, why not take out Skyscraper too?" And I didn't know Skyscraper was as disliked by everybody as much as I didn't like it as much.
Skyscraper, like, I like it from the inside. From the outside, I really hate it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Same.
Like,
No, yeah, same. I do not like the whole stuck on the balcony thing, can't get on the roof.
Yeah, attacking from the outside, it's just like, I feel like there's so many angles looking at me right now. I can't cover them all. I just want to be inside the building. Once I'm inside, it's a fun map, but like getting there sucks.
Right. I wish.
Kind of like plane.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say that. Theme Park and Skyscraper, I just wish were gone. Because all the other ones are so, like, Clubhouse is really good now. Bank is good. Cafe is good.
So good now. It's become one of my favorite maps.
Oregon, it's pretty good. Chalet, I actually kind of like Chalet now.
Yeah, we should re-rank these maps now that we've actually played a lot more. Someday.
Border's good. Border's fun. Coastline's good. Like, all of them are honestly pretty good. Villa, I don't, like, love. But it's pretty good.
Legalize House.
Yeah.
Some bug fixes. They fixed crashing on Xbox One and PS4.
One of the biggest bug fixes, that's...
If the player shoots the reinforced wall, the muzzle flash and the bullet trail will pass through. So that's not... Well, what we saw the other night, which was weird, was I was putting up a reinforcement. Like, I was in the act of putting it up, and Chris, like, shot at me from the other side, just, like, as a joke. But it killed me through the reinforcement.
Yeah.
And, like, so it wasn't all the way up. I was putting it up. But he shot, like, where it was already covered.
Mm-hmm. So it was, like, at that point where, like, he had already put it up, like, over past his head, and then he was starting to, like, grab the bar and pull it all the way up and then push the bar up. So, like, it was at the point where, like, you were safe if an attacker shooting at you. Mm-hmm. But I totally shot right through him and ended up killing him. I was like, oh, wait. What the freak?
So I don't know if, like, this is...
I should have killed you.
I don't know if it was because it's a teammate or, like... Or if this is just a thing that's happening because, like, they fixed this... Within the first year, I don't know when exactly, but within the first year, it was like, oh yeah, we updated it so that you can't be shot through reinforcement when you're putting it up, if it's in front of you, because it's like it's counterintuitive,
right?
But either that's been reverted, or if there's a bug, or it doesn't work against teammates.
We should test it and just see if it's just teammates.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I was just shooting as a joke, like shooting at the reinforcement, and I was like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. They fixed some exploits. I mean, they've got a lot of operator-specific fixes, but nothing here looked like it was particularly...
Yeah, the biggest change is that the profile stats and details are going to be updating again.
Yes, stats will update.
Which is so freaking nice. Oh, also, that's another one. So there's two that actually are nice as well. So joining casual matches, you'll join and like it'll kick you for the game being full. That's been fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And then
hovering over a game mode after clicking the other one will lead the user to the wrong mode matchmaking.
Right. So many times where I've clicked on casual and I've gone into a ranked match. I was like, wait, what the freak? Like, are you freaking kidding me? I do not have time to play a ranked match right now.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. So it's like I literally I don't have time to play, but I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Chris has been late to work like 5 times this week.
No, I have not. But it really does suck because it's like I literally went to play casual to like play 1 or 2 rounds or do a quick casual match. I did not mean to join a 30-minute ranked game.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for patch notes. So we've played some of the TTS. We probably should have led with this, really. With Kaid and Nomad and the new map Fortress. We didn't play that much, and here's why. Because playing on the TTS kind of sucks. Because like nobody takes it seriously. Everybody's just like goofing around. Which like I guess is fine, but it's like I'm kind of trying to like experiment with these new operators. Like I want to know how they work,
right?
And I want to learn the new map before we get into it. And the other problem is like the what's that Discovery playlist that has just the new map. It's casual, so
there's no voting, so it's hard to learn the map, and the timer is super long. It's just like hard to learn how the map's gonna play and real Siege.
Yeah, so playing TTS is just kind of a bad experience overall. So we played it. We probably played like 3 rounds together. I think you played some before.
Yeah,
we played like
a little bit before.
We played like 3 rounds together, and we're like, all right, this sucks. Let's just go play ranked.
Yeah,
but
the biggest problem with TTS, half the time there's team killing going on either side. Like people are killing the new operator because they picked them instead of them.
Yeah,
it's like every round I was playing is like there's some team killing. It's so boring.
Right.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, just because
Awful.
It's like not the official game, people just like screw around and like, basically
and
ruin it.
Somehow the team killing like auto ban or auto kick got like turned off, I guess. So they know it's an issue, but people are just like team killing their whole team and not getting kicked or banned.
Yeah,
it's like,
sucks. But in that short experience, like, any thoughts you want to bring up on these guys?
So yeah, some things, and these are things that are also on the Rainbow Six GTS subreddit. Nomad is pretty powerful just in the fact that she automatically detonates after shooting you. Like instead of it being like some sort of timer before it goes off, it just like shoot. Like there's nothing you can do to stop it, right? Like it's just you see her yellow beam, but you're already screwed. And like it's basically just that. Like that's a big thing. Another thing that people really want a change on is like some sort of delay before it goes off. Not a long delay, but like a claymore. Where like the claymore like clicks and then goes off. Where like you can kind of like run around a corner and run back before it kills you. Yeah. It'd be nice if she had like a similar like doot and then it went off or something. It would just because it's already like a good gadget and it's good for what's it like they want it to be meant for like kicking defenders out of their like location, which it does do. Like if you put it behind an echo while he's behind a shield, like he's either gonna have to turn around and shoot it or it's gonna go off pretty quick. He's gonna have to move either way. Yeah. Either it's gonna shoot him or he's gonna have to move. But like it should be for stopping a flank, like a claymore does in a way, and then for like creating positions for defenders to be able to plant a diffuser. Like you can put it in a doorway so that they can't get you while you're planting.
Yeah, like I hesitate to really give much of an opinion on it yet because I just haven't seen it enough. But like if that it does turn out to be a problem, I wonder if they could do like where it sort of has to like charge up to full capacity. So like if you like put it as a trap, it takes like, I don't know, 3 seconds to charge to full capacity. And then at that point, when somebody hits it, it gets like the full burst like it does now. Versus like if you do it like active, it's like a smaller burst that like doesn't necessarily like blow them away. It just sort of like maybe knocks them over or something.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
That'd be interesting. Another thing is they both have this secondary that's a 44 Magnum with this like beautiful ACOG sight. The sight is gorgeous.
It's a 2 times, not a 2.5 times, but that's not that big of a difference.
No, but it looks nice. Like I love the look of that
it's
sight.
Just very clean, and there's like it doesn't obstruct your view at all.
No, like I wish I could have that sight on my operator instead of the ACOG sight because it's just it's so nice looking. I wish just in general we had more options for sights because I don't like a lot of how they look.
But that pistol's fun.
It's really good. It's really, really good. And it's funny is like a long time ago they said that. So they took off Smoke's SMG 11 ACOG along with Sledge's.
Yeah.
And the whole point was they didn't want secondary weapons to be used as primary weapons. But now they just added that to this 44 Magnum.
Right.
That does a minimum of 62 damage at 140 meters away to a 3-speed.
Yeah.
Like this guy tested this on plane and went as far away as possible, and it still did 62 damage as far away as possible. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's powerful. So that thing, I don't know if it's going to be nerfed. The drop off maybe should be nerfed a little bit. But it's just interesting that they decided to put that scope on such a powerful gun.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like if you're spawn peeking and you see somebody just like one stray shot that you can get on them is more than half their life.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty much it for TTS. So Fortress seems to be pretty good. It's big. It is really big. We were not correct when we said it doesn't look that big. Because it didn't look that like from the pictures. It looked like the outside was like bigger, but then the inside looked maybe like a border size, right? But no, it's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Like I in the few times we played it, I really didn't get a sense of the map at all, just because it was like a lot bigger than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Play some Terrace on it when it comes out before I get screwed in a ranked match, but
yeah. Kaid's cool.
Kaid is cool.
His area of effect is actually smaller than I expected, even though I'd seen it. It's just like when you actually throw it, you're like, oh, that's really small.
Yeah, it's not huge.
So
electrified barbed wire is now a thing.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. And when you melee it while it's electrified, you take 15 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, so it does 3 if you just run through it, but if you try to melee the barbed wire, it does 15 each hit.
Really?
Yeah. So like barbed wire being electrified is a thing now.
That's cool.
And it's like, it's nice because like Bandit's battery, and I don't feel like people are going to pick Bandit for the utility anymore.
What if for Bandit's battery, people have brought this up a lot, but I think it makes more sense now. What if for Bandit's battery, you could chain the electricity? So you have one barbed wire in the door and then another one touching it to the side of the door, and you electrify the one outside of the door and it electrifies both.
Yeah.
Because Kai can basically do the same thing now, right? So it's like, you can't say, oh, it's too OP, because like Kai's doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I'd just be fine with Bandit's battery not showing the stupid blue effect with it being quieter.
Yeah, I think they've kind of just chosen that's the way they're going to go on that, though. It's like,
yeah,
I don't see that coming back.
I just don't think his utility is as useful.
No, it's
as
not.
Kaid's
It's 100%
now.
not. No, you're totally right.
We'll see. He'll be picked for being 3-speed and for having a nitro cell, and he'll be picked for his MP7, but like other than that,
I say bring him back to 3 batteries, make him smaller, and let him chain barbed wire. And I think that's a good buff for Bandit, where it's like, I mean, he's a good fragger, right? So that's the thing, is you have to balance it against the fact that he's a good fragger.
Mm-hmm.
But his utility is 100% useless right now, aside from the Bandit trick.
Right.
100%. And
Right.
the Bandit
I'm
trick is
excited
going
to
to be
see the
superseded.
Bandit trick done with Kaid too. Like,
right.
I see it coming. I'm excited to do it.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it happen already. Like I've already seen in the test server with a Mira and a Kaid, like it works just fine.
Yep.
Works just fine. It's gonna be exciting for Thatcher though, because people are gonna be picking Kaid and you're gonna screw them over with Thatcher every time.
It's so much better with Kaid too, because like you can actually be in cover and be in like a good defensible position instead of Bandit. You're like right there and just like, okay, somebody please watch that door behind me.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And then they walk away and you're screwed. This happens to me frequently.
Anyway, that's technical test server.
Yeah, like I'm excited for this new operation. I think this is going to be way, way fun.
I want more like game patch note changes, like more than just like these are the new operators and these are some bug fixes.
I mean, typically we
like,
get more of those like at the mid-season reinforcements,
true.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm with you. Like I think these were pretty weak patch notes as far as like actually fixing real issues and changing things for the better.
Right.
But
hopefully with this mid-season reinforcement, we'll get casual. I haven't written that letter yet. I'm going to write it one day.
I can't wait to read that on the podcast.
One of these days I will.
Okay, let's get into Reddit posts. So these are the best posts of the week on r/Rainbow6. If you see some posts on Reddit that you would like to have us talk about, go ahead and tag us. I'm RD Fiasco, and he is just hello with 3 O's. I don't actually have one, so go ahead with your Reddit posts.
All right, so I have 2. I'll start with this one. So this one is about BikiniBodhi's quality of life suggestion. Now, this guy really likes the idea. So the suggestion is give defenders a total of 10 reinforcements instead of 2 per person. For example, this means that 2 anchors could do the reinforcing while the others set up their things, or etc. You don't have Jaeger mains not reinforcing because they don't have time. He had to clarify. I guess people thought that he meant 10 per person, but it's basically the entire team has 10 total, not 2 per person.
Yeah.
So this looks like a good idea, right? And I mentioned this to Ryan last time. This would be great. Like, you can have some people go
your rook and your doc just reinforce everything while or your Caveira runs upstairs and gets the hatches or whatever, but then that's it. Everybody else can set up their stuff.
3 of the hatches upstairs.
Maestro can be setting up his evil eyes and barbed wire and blowing open the holes he needs instead of now I got to put on reinforcements too.
Right. The problem is, Ryan.
The problem is we live in a world where a bunch of douchebags play Rainbow Six Siege. And so what is going to happen is, everybody has access to the same pool of 10 reinforcements. So you're going to have a Caveira and a Jaeger who are playing together, run upstairs and start reinforcing random walls and just wasting reinforcements, which they could do now anyway with their own.
Right.
But they would be able to do that with other people's potentially.
Yeah. They could put 7 reinforcements upstairs.
Right. Or even just troll you on the objective itself, like reinforcing bad walls on the objective, and they have all the reinforcements they want to play with.
Yeah.
that would really suck. It'd be nice though, because like BikiniBodhi says, even if you're on a 4v5, you could have all your reinforcements and reinforce the whole objective the way you normally would.
Right.
I just think you're going to end up with more infighting and people trolling with it than
it would help a lot, but you'd see trolls.
In a competitive situation, it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it's just going to be another opportunity for people to troll.
Yeah. It sucks.
Or even just fighting about it. It's like, okay, this is where I like to put my reinforcements because I'm going to be in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can still do that. You just have to make sure you do it before they're used up.
Yeah.
So, but then you're going to have people being like, who used all the reinforcements? And team killing each other. It's a shame. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, it's true.
So first, give us a way to police the community, Ubisoft, and then we can make good changes like this.
Some way.
But no, I love the suggestion. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be a really good idea. It'd be really cool. It just, it would be really good. In theory, that would be awesome to be able to have Caveira go upstairs and get the 3 hatches upstairs, and have a rook reinforce the whole other side of the objective. It needs to be reinforced while Maestro puts up his cameras and his stuff, but somebody else makes their rotation holes.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would really free people up to do the things that they need to do. While if you are a rook, sometimes as a rook, it's okay, I put down my armor and I put down my 2 reinforcements, and now I'm just sitting here waiting for the round to start.
Yeah,
it's it'd be much more useful to be able to do that.
Right.
I love, this is the first comment. It's really funny. Somebody thought they meant 10 per person or whatever, and he said, how to balance favela. Yes. 50 reinforcements, favela balanced.
And then the next comment after that was still not enough to cover all the walls in objective.
Yeah.
True. Next post. This was actually suggested to us by Jukas. U/Jukas. This is by No SSJ4. So he says there should be a ranking system for every operator you play. The more you play that operator, the higher the level gets for that operator. The higher you go up in levels, you unlock exclusive outfits, charms, camos, etc. What do you guys think? Would this be a cool feature? I think so. I'm a huge advocate for having something that you unlock by playing time.
Yeah.
Or playing the game, right? And so from this Reddit post, I made a Reddit post that was each operator should have their exclusive, some exclusive camo or outfit that you get for using that operator enough. So basically the same idea, but it was something crazy, Caveira, I get 250 interrogations. Valkyrie, I forgot. Oh, mine for Valkyrie was getting black eye assist, 250 black eye assist or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what they all were, but like I had some like pretty good ideas that were in there that weren't like super like sledge break 1,000 walls because you're just gonna get people breaking walls, right?
Right.
And that's the thing is like some would be hard to do because of that reason, and that's why playtime might be better. But like some sort of thing where you get where it's like, oh, like that's really cool. Like this person has played this operator a ton. Like instead of just getting an elite skin.
There's definitely something to like skins and cosmetics that are exclusive to having performed a feat.
Right.
Like this is so cool. Like again, I'll bring you back to COD 4. It's like when I got my golden AK-47, that meant that I got 150 headshots with every assault rifle.
Yeah.
It's like, that's cool. And you see the guy running around with the golden AK-47, and you're like, oh shoot, watch out for that guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's played this game a lot. Like it's cool.
It's really cool.
It's cool to have cosmetics that mean something.
Yeah.
You know? Other than you were there on this day and signed in, so you got your Halloween bonus.
Someone commented and was like, I don't want to play, I don't want to have to play useless operators for the team.
So
okay, don't. You don't have to play Tachanka and get like 200 Tachanka turret kills.
Yeah. And if you don't play Tachanka, then why do you care about unlocking Tachanka's
exactly.
gear? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Why do you care? He got downvoted to Oblivion. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's also potential problems. Again, it comes down to like the community sucks, and not the Rainbow Six Siege community sucks, but like the internet at large sucks, right? And so you are opening again potential for people to do stupid things like choosing bad operators or like team killing because you chose their operator that they were trying to level up and like all this stuff, and it's just like.
But I think it would be cool to have like playing an operator for 50 hours or something, like a long time, leveling up like a ton, would give you just like your true mains, like when you see them with like the certain outfit or headgear, whatever it is, like I don't care what it is, something you're like, oh damn, like that's an actual dock main.
Yeah,
that guy's got at least 50 hours on dock. Yeah, or it'd be cool if it was like the stim pistol was like looked different or something. It'd be hard to do with like gadgets that you put down because like changing the art on like frost traps can like kind of change the game a little bit.
Yeah,
or black eyes especially.
This almost defeats the purpose, but what if it was like a little more meta than that, where it's like at your 500-hour mark in the game, you can choose one operator to unlock an exclusive thing for or something.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
That'd be cool, but like it kind of defeats the whole purpose of like, oh, this is attached to this thing that I did for this operator.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I like both of those ideas, and the problem is the community ruins everything.
It'd be cool, like instead of just time played for the operator, like certain kills with an operator or something. I mean, I guess more operators are gonna get more kills than other ones, but like it can change per operator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of them you can do like that. Oh, that was one of mine. Like Thatcher, destroy 1,000 gadgets with Thatcher. Like that's a lot, but once you do that, it's like, oh, I destroyed 1,000 gadgets. That's cool. How many gadgets have you destroyed with Thatcher?
Me?
Yeah.
I want to say it's somewhere in like the 400 to 600 range. Are we gonna look this up right now?
Yep. Because I'm curious how much like 1,000 would really be. That's a lot, right? But like once you get that,
I mean, I've got 50 hours on Thatcher or something like that. I'm not destroying as many anymore because they won't let me destroy cameras.
Half the stuff you can't even destroy.
Yeah, so that sucks. But like, oh man, what I love about having played so much Thatcher is it's just I know hotspots where like people put a lot of stuff. And so it's just like, oh yeah, if I put something here, I'm getting like 4 gadgets.
Yeah.
Okay, my guess is 480.
You're low.
I'm low?
Mm-hmm.
600 something.
A little bit higher.
Really?
Just a little higher than 600.
645.
Exactly.
I'm looking at it.
Oh. 645 gadgets destroyed by EMP.
And that's without stats updating for the past, whole season?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So I'm curious what it is now.
Probably just over 700, I would guess, because I haven't played them that much recently. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot. Like, I've played 54 hours of Thatcher and less than 700.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be a significant thing. But, yeah, like, it'd be cool. I actually kind of want to think of, like, some other ones.
You can do gadgets destroyed by shock drones. The ones that are actually listed on the under attackers would be good, like
just the stats that it already keeps on your stats page.
Yeah, because like thermites, I was thinking like his might be hard, but it already does reinforcements breached by the exothermic charge.
Some of them suck. Like a mirror, it's like this many black mirrors deployed.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, like essentially it means play this many rounds with Mira.
Right. Some of them would be hard.
Yeah, like it'd be hard for the
Montaigne, you
game
can do,
to
like,
understand.
damage blocked. Oh yeah, it already does bullets blocked by extended shield. That'd be a cool one to have.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anyway,
let's move on to some listener questions. So you can ask us questions on Twitter at R6Unrenowned, or even better, you can join our Discord community. The link is in the show notes. It's also on our Twitter account, and there we have a channel dedicated to questions for the podcast. We get great questions from our community there. Our community is 50 plus strong now?
Yep.
So come join us, guys. We are having a ton of fun there, actually talking about Siege, playing Siege with cool people. It's fun. Steel Switch says, silly question for the podcast. If you were to add an operator to Siege from another game, who would that be and what would their special ability gadget be? Most importantly, will they be a defender or attacker? So before we do this, let's establish some ground rules. Are we just saying like introduce an operator just for silly fun? Or are we saying like, okay, your operator's Master Chief, but how do you balance him to work in Siege? Or like what would Master Chief look like in Siege?
I think probably like, I don't know, whichever.
I think it's more interesting to like take Master Chief and say, okay, how do we make Master Chief work in Siege? Don't you think that's more interesting than just like, oh, it'd be funny if Master Chief had shields and grenades and energy swords and like.
Yeah.
Okay, so Master Chief.
That's where I went first too. Like I started thinking, and
what more iconic shooter character is there? None.
I don't know.
Okay, here's a crazy idea. What if Master Chief's thing was that he has Cortana, and so Cortana is feeding him information from cameras and stuff?
Okay, that'd be interesting.
He's just a regular operator, and like maybe he has like the AR or something from his game or whatever, or like a battle rifle or something. Mm-hmm. But like instead of like, oh, he has shields or he has this, like this is maybe, let's say this is Master Chief like pre-augmentations and pre-Mjolnir armor. We're getting a little bit deep into Halo lore here.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, but he has Cortana, who is in his head saying, operator spotted in the lobby.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Chief, careful. There's two of us in here, remember?
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I was thinking like, I mean, it's hard to give him a radar, but...
Oh, your motion sensor?
Like a proximity...
No, a motion sensor would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I guess that'd be really good, but...
With short range, it had to be pretty short range.
That's something. Like I don't think it could be just on all the time.
And like maybe you couldn't tell like if they were above or below you or whatever.
Yeah, it just like I mean, I guess in Halo it gets lighter if it's below you.
In Halo they have like an up arrow or a down arrow, I think, don't they?
I think it's just like faded if it's.
I guess it depends on the
you.
game. I think different games do
that's
differently.
True.
But that'd be good.
Yeah, I think, or like have something that you put down that's a motion sensor, and when you're next to it, you can get the motion.
Yep. Plasma grenades. Just sticky grenades.
That would be so great.
You could stick somebody and like catch their team.
Oh gosh, it'd be so good. I love plasmas.
Plasma grenades are so fun. What else could you do for Master Chief? Put him on a mongoose.
There you go.
He's like driving up the clubhouse stairs.
Oh, anyway.
Wait, would he be attacker or defender?
Defender.
100% defender. Oh yeah, I think so. With everything we said.
Yeah.
Motion sensor, Cortana. I think that's all defense. Okay, give me another person.
See, that's the only person I can think of.
So I'm thinking of like Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
That would be cool, except I'm thinking like, isn't this just Caveira?
I was just gonna say that. Like, I was thinking like, I guess he can move around quiet, and I was like, oh, it's Caveira.
I mean, there's like the parkour element, but there's nothing in Siege that you would be parkouring on. There's Sam Fisher, which again is just this is the Splinter Cell guy.
Caveira again, like
he's just going to be Caveira. I mean,
quiet assassin.
He has the night vision stuff, but that's not really useful.
No, that's the thing that's hard.
He actually has a ton of gadgets. Now that I think about it,
it's like Batman.
Batman
basically is Batman, right?
Yeah, it's very similar. He has tons of kinds of gadgets like that. Like I think he has like little like motion sensor like things that he throws out. Or something like, I don't know. It's been such a long time since I played a Splinter Cell game. Winston from Overwatch says Jack's raging, which I haven't played Overwatch.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I looked up Winston. He looks like he's a tank kind of guy. Okay, so he has a jump pack, electricity blasting Tesla cannon, a portable shield projector, and more with literal gorilla strength. So he's sort of like a rook. In
Sort
a way,
of like a rook.
with a very strong electro cannon.
Yeah. I think the answer is I would not add him to Siege at all.
Now, how would you balance it though? I don't know.
Yeah, here's a list of fantasy characters I would like to see in the game. Solid Snake from Metal Gear. That actually would work, but again, I think you're going to very quickly find it's just Kavera. Although if you could like hide in like refrigerators and like boxes and stuff, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
If somebody could do that.
There's that spot. I love I actually have been really liking Chalet recently. Especially when we're basement. There's a spot like if you go up the main lobby stairs into the great room is what it's technically called. Like right up those main stairs, straight to the left, there's like these little bushes, and you can lay down in those bushes. You're like invisible, like literally invisible.
There's a lot of those bushes in Chalet.
It's so great. I just lay there all the time. Like I go on the camera and like wait for them to start hitting Blue Hall, and then I just go in Blue Hall and kill them. Or they'll like start pushing those stairs. I'm just like laying there in the bush, like I don't know what to do. I'm kind of scared. Just stay in the bush.
Yeah, I love those spots.
They're so fun. I don't know what. Oh yeah, because we talked about hiding in the bush. Anyway, continue.
Steel Switch also brings up Trevor from GTA 5. I don't know that Trevor has anything particularly special about him. He's just a GTA 5 character, right? Like he doesn't have any special abilities or anything. John Marston from Red Dead, kind of the same thing. He's just a cowboy.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see these faces, but like they wouldn't do anything. Wolverine. Okay. Sure. One of the Contra guys. The Predator, the T-1000.
I mean, Wolverine could just heal, I guess. Like,
yeah,
you shoot him, he heals, and like
heals over
10 seconds later, he heals.
Yeah. And just for fun, James Bond. Actually, there was a mod in like I think this was in Counter-Strike 1.6. It might have been Counter-Strike Source. I'm not sure, but it was like the superhero mod, and so like you would choose like different heroes' abilities, so you would like level up. So you would get in and you could choose like between like Wolverine and somebody else, Predator maybe. And like if you were Wolverine, then you would like slowly heal over time, like after you took hits or whatever. And then like there would be like Batman, where you could have like all the guns, and so you could just like cycle through your utility belt and have like all the guns and all the gadgets and stuff. And then like you'd level up and you get like Nightcrawler, which is like teleporting. And so like you wouldn't actually teleport, you would sort of just like phase through the map until you got to where you wanted to be, and then you'd like teleport in. But like it was way fun. It was so fun because like people were running around like shooting energy balls and stuff. Like it was so stupid, and it was like way fun. But yeah, that's what that made me think of.
James Bond would be cool.
James Bond.
I know what he'd do.
Yeah, I mean he's actually not much of a combat dude, like really. I mean, I guess he gets into big gunfights and stuff.
Yeah, and he wins fist fights too.
Yeah, but it's all like environmental and situational.
Yeah, he's another one of those very gadgety people.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily pick out a gadget or two from his repertoire and have him.
That'd use that his car.
Yeah, just bring one of his cars in. All right, let's move on. Juckus says, you guys mentioned that you think Bandit will not be as great of a pick. What do you think of Mute? I think he'll be even more useless, even with the SMG-11. Okay, so what do we think of Mute now with Kaid being in, basically?
Yeah, I think he's still going to be useful to block the drones at first from coming up. That's part of Mute. Castle
the drone denial is a big deal, I think.
Yeah. Castle, the cute combo. Castle,
right.
Cute, Castle, Mute.
Not that Castle's that good. Although I looked at my Castle stats recently, and I actually have a positive win rate with Castle, which I was really surprised about. So nice. Castle can be like, and we actually we were playing last night, and we did that same master bedroom on Clubhouse. And yeah, the castling those two windows with mute jammers, like that is a clutch strat. Like it works so well.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it was the same thing where like we killed their whole team and it was down to a Blackbeard by himself with no breach charges, and he was locked out. Like we closed the other door and then he literally got locked out, and I shot him in the feet as he was trying to melee the door. Yep. So Castle is actually pretty good if you do it right.
Yeah, he's hard to play, in only certain situations where he works, but
yeah,
it's pretty good.
So back to Mute.
I think like I don't think he'll be more useless just because you're adding the SMG-11 because it's like still the same. Right, like you're just adding a gun. You don't have to use the gun. Although I don't think I'm going to use SMG-11 anymore. But I do think he won't be picked as much with, Kaid as well. Like as far as like for stopping reinforcements and stuff, like I feel like Kaid's just now the best operator for doing that.
Yeah, at least for reinforcements. But I guess the thing is there's other things for Mute. Like you mentioned the drones already.
Mm-hmm. He does stop like Bandit's shield, which is very situational as well. But
yeah, he stops Fuse, right? Like that's a thing.
Does stop Fuse. He also stops Jackal. Can't scan when he's anywhere near those things. Like, even if he's not within the range of like a normal like breach charge going off or something, like if Jackal's anywhere near that thing, it does not. His little thing does not work.
Yeah, like Mute's one of those where it seems like you don't even notice like when it's affecting something, and then all of a sudden like somebody on the other team is like, crap, I can't do this because of Mute. It is stupid.
Right.
So I think you just don't realize how often Mute's actually affecting things. But I do think his pick rate will go down.
Yeah, I think so too. I think his and Bandit's pick rates are going to go down, but...
Okay, Will Shigababa has an operator idea taken from Medal of Honor Warfighter, like the Tachanka rework was. So the Tachanka rework he's referencing was the thing where Tachanka would give out helmets that we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I heard you guys talking about a hard breach counter, and what about someone who had bullets, maybe 1 or 2 clips that can penetrate reinforced walls? I think this is actually a really awesome idea.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting to have someone just be able to shoot through the reinforced wall.
Yeah, like I think, an attacker with armor piercing rounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool.
Be cool.
And like, what if it countered Rook too? So this guy with armor piercing rounds just ignores Rook armor.
Just shoots right through it.
Yeah. So you can be instantly dead. You don't always go down against specifically this guy. Or what if it's somebody who passes out armor piercing rounds?
Then you have that stupid thing again where like you have to go pick it up. I don't like that. Like for attackers, it's annoying.
What if he can like just throw you a clip or a mag? Sorry, gun people. What if he can like literally toss you a magazine of armor piercing rounds?
I still like you have to be next to him. Like you have to go.
Yeah, you have to be with him to use it. Just the same as if you were like, if you were playing with Maverick and you wanted to use his holes, you got to be where Maverick is.
Oh yeah, or like Ash. But like I just don't like that whole like you have to pick something up from this operator to use like an ability that should be for the team.
Well, I don't think it should be for the team. I think he should have like 2 or 3 of them.
I don't like
should be able to pass it to people if he wants to.
No, I don't like it.
I think it'd be cool.
I don't like it.
I like it.
I just don't like that whole like now we have to go to the software so that we can have the buff also.
Whereas it's not for everybody. He only has like 3.
Yeah,
he has 3 for the whole round. And so you choose where you want to use, just the same as Thermite. Like, we want Thermite to open
this. You have 3 operators with armor piercing rounds that can shoot 3 reinforcements.
What?
Would that be too OP that you have 3 operators that can shoot 3 reinforcements?
Or it would be 2 or 1 or whatever, but I'm not saying they would last.
Or just have one that he can give out, like either he can use, he can give someone else. Oh, okay.
So he has 3 magazines. He gives it to you for that 1 magazine. You can shoot armor piercing.
Yeah.
As soon as you click reload, you're done.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I don't like.
I think it'd be cool.
I think it'd be fine if he only had 1. He could either use it himself or give it to somebody.
I guess. It's the same as when you have a Thermite and you're like, oh, we need this wall breach Thermite. Come over here. Like that happens all the time.
Because it's like Thermite still uses his gadget as his gadget, where like this guy's passing out his gadget to other people.
He doesn't have to.
Well, no, he doesn't have to, but he can.
It's like, I don't understand what your objection is.
Because it's not like it's like now everybody has this gadget. Whereas like, it's not like everybody has Thermite charges.
Right.
Like Thermite can't give his charge to somebody. Like, here you go. Go Thermite it. Yeah, but that's defense, right? Like defense already spawns together, can already like pick it up.
Okay, but that's not how it works. I'm saying it works totally differently.
I just don't like it.
I don't think you have a reason to not like it.
Yeah, I don't think more people should be able to use another operator's gadget.
Okay.
Like that. Like people can't get on Maestro's cam and use it and shoot it too. Like just Maestro can. Maestro can't like give you his phone like, okay, I'm busy. You get on my cameras. He should be able to do that. Like that makes sense, right?
Right. But no, but this is like a totally different. I mean, this isn't like a high-tech gadget for one thing.
Yeah. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I know. What if it was just the guy that had armor piercing rounds?
I think that'd be interesting.
So you think armor piercing rounds are interesting? You just don't like the idea of passing out?
Yeah.
Magazines.
Well, because I just think it should only be 1. I don't think there should be that much of it. I think is my problem.
I think it'd be cool. So, okay, so would you have it as like it's a specific like a secondary weapon that he has that only has like so much ammo?
Yeah, or just like one, like he can take out his magazine, put it in, and he can use like 15 rounds, and he can put in his regular magazine again. But he only has like 30 bullets of it.
Okay, well, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this thing. I think it's cool. You think it's not.
I just think the giving it to so many people is a problem. I don't think there should be that much of it. I think is where I am coming. Like I think having either just 2 operators that can shoot through reinforced wall is like, because I mean that's the other thing. Like you see them, right? Like you see him, you're like, oh, like he's here. Be careful. Like he can shoot through the wall. Where it's like, oh, well, also Ash can. She's on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Like she got a clip. Now she's over here. She can also shoot through the wall. Surprise.
Yeah.
Like that would suck.
Awesome. It'd be so fun.
It would suck.
Okay, well, one thing we can agree on is you should join the Discord server. It's great fun. You can ask us questions to talk about on the next podcast. Also, you should follow us on the things like Twitch and YouTube. I'm RD. Nope, I'm not. I'm VG Fiasco. Chris is just hello with 3 O's. Anything else you want to say before we finish?
No, I'm going to try to stream more often when we play Siege.
Yeah, we haven't been streaming that much. I feel bad about it.
Well, just because like sometimes it's just like annoying to like set it up and then like
yeah, here's the thing, guys.
I'm trying to focus on Siege, but then I'm also trying to focus on the stream. I'm just trying to play real fast.
And also what's really annoying is when you are streaming and nobody's watching and then you're not really paying that much attention to chat because there's nobody there, and then all of a sudden somebody's there and they're like getting mad that you're not seeing them, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking because nobody was here.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys should come watch, because see, here's the thing, we aren't popular enough and we want to be more popular.
So we're gonna start streaming on I'll stream on YouTube Gaming because I just Twitch, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so you'll find Chris mostly streaming on YouTube. I'll be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all over the place. Mixer Hype Zone is still super broken. I was just experimenting with that the other day, and it's like it just takes me to random matches, and it's like, how is this anything close to winning?
It used to be good. It used to like literally take you to like the end of matches, and it would go until the match was over, and then it would move to like another end of the round.
Yeah. And like it's really, really good with PUBG. Like it always takes you to like somebody who's close to winning. I think Siege is just harder to determine, especially because like there's different.
Like casual is 2-3,
casual is
and
different than ranked.
Can be 5 or it can be 4.
Right, and then like a round that's 3-2 is really close to being won, or it's really close to being overtime for another 20 minutes.
Right.
So like it's hard to judge. But anyway, you can find us on all those places. We'll see you guys next episode.